What up, y'all? It's a boy Apendule Pakate, and I'm back in here. Today is another day. Today, man, I want to speak about a topic that is like very weird to some people. I don't know why, because I feel like the lifestyle that we've created, like the lifestyle that we live, it doesn't advocate for such discussions because the only thing we think of when we think that is things like gym. We only think of it in the mindset of people who go to the gym, people who exercise. That is for them, and we have nothing to do with it because we about this food. We about this alcohol. So I just wanted to speak on this topic called health. And I think it's very important for our generation to speak on this certain topic because it is very, very important. And I think we take it for granted. We take it for granted so much so that we think it's for an exclusive group of people when it's literally for every single person on this earth. Every person on this earth needs it. And we really do take it for granted. I know I used to take it for granted for the longest time. The only time I was really healthy was when I was hectic in high school with the gym and sports and stuff. But I start to, as I grow up, realize how important that thing was. Not for just the sake of your shape, you getting fat or losing or gaining weight, but more so for like your health as in internally, diseases and all of that stuff. Do you know that diseases actually come from that lifestyle? Diseases stem from what you eat, and it also stems from how you live your life. So if you're gonna constantly be like smoking, drinking, eating bad food, eating fast foods, sitting around, what do you think is gonna happen? Like your body is gonna eventually accumulate, and it's eventually gonna, get you some diseases. Things like things like your cancers, things like your diabetes, all of this weird stuff, even your mental illness. Kid you not. So I was like going through, researching about this ish, man, and this when I discovered it, when I bumped into this doctor, may his soul rest in peace, Dr. Sebi. I think some of you guys know him. He changed my life. Like when I watched these videos, I was like, really, like the fact that I didn't think about it like that. So I just realized that a lot of us don't think like that, This was back like when? This wasn't long. This was like beginning of last year. Or a bit before that. No, beginning of last year. Around there. If it was the year before that, it was the end of that year. That's when like I really found these things out. And that's so late in my... Okay, it's not late, but... It's kind of late in my life for me to find that type of ish out. I mean, in high school, yes, they teach you about diets and stuff in aloe and all of that, but I don't know, man. I feel like the lifestyle is contrary to the education. It's pretty freaking weird because if you go out into the world, into the lifestyle, what do you see? McD's, KFC, Nando's, Wimpy, Steers, what's the Debonair's, Pizza Hut. There's a lot of them. Like I could name them. Sausage Saloon. Like there's a lot of them, right? Even when you get into a mall, you get into the food. What you call that thing called? What's the thing called again? The food court. Yes, when you get to the food court, and you see all these foods, and you hardly see foods that are healthy. Like the only place I know is Kauai, however you pronounce it. When I get to the food court, it's that. And then if I wanna kind of like tone it down a bit, maybe those fish restaurants like fish.com something. And Fish Away is kind of they grill, but they more so on the frying, they fish and stuff. So when you think about it, our life is just surrounded by unhealthiness, and what is cheaper for us to buy is unhealthy. And then on top of that, we have like our weekends and stuff where we got events and promotion of events, so we're always drinking out at night, drinking beers, and all of that, vodkas. So there's a lot of things in our lifestyle promoted by the system itself. Thank you very much. Where we actually killing our natural resource, which is our bodies. We need this to function in life. We need this to live. We need this to change the world. We need this to build the next generation. If you're sick, what are you going to do? Then you have to go to the hospital. Then when you're at the hospital, you have doctors giving you medications. So now you're also paying a lot of money to the pharmaceuticals. So it's all just a cycle. It feels like it all works together, because these people still get fat. You know, they get a lot of money from your medical aids. Okay, they get a lot of money from your buying of medicines. They get a lot of money from your doctor's appointments. So hell yeah, man, why we gotta solve the situation? Let's just maintain it. I feel like there's more maintenance than there is solution, than there is cure. You know, when Dr. Sebi came with that whole thing of him curing AIDS and curing cancer and curing diabetes and all of this stuff, other stuff that are also incurable, it was so liberating for me. It was like the most liberating thing, most revolutionary thing I'd ever seen. Okay, forget like the revolutionaries like your Malcolm X's and stuff speaking out there. The food revolutionary. That guy cured diseases proper, and he never went to school. He says he never went to school. He never went to school, never went to nursery, never went to primary, never went to high school, never went to varsity. He learned the stuff from African tradition. His mom taught him. I think she was a herbalist or something like that. So he learned the natures of stuff. He understood plants. He understood how to use them. That was a real doctor. And that's what the African people back in the day used to do. You know, now that everything African is so bad in today's time, everything that is African is seen to be bad, or is seen to be the past, or is seen to be not modern. We want what's modern because it looks nice, but it's killing us. And it's expensive. It's very expensive. Imagine, you're already paying so much, now you have to pay for your health. It should be everybody's right on this earth to have life. There should be a right to life. I don't even believe in charging for food. Or even so, at least charge for certain types of food, and there be food that are able to be consumed by anybody that don't need to be charged. Your basic needs. Things like your fruits and stuff. Why do you have to charge me for fruits that I can pick from a tree? And the fact that I live in this modern time, in this city and stuff, we don't have a lot of trees here that grow fruits. You know, the trees that grow fruits and stuff are in the farms, and people who make a business out of that. So everything is just a business. But if we like go back, that is nature. We have the right to it. We have the right to the earth. You know what I'm saying? All you have to do is pick a fruit. I understand the foods that are processed and all of that, they can be paid because you guys, you're using machines, using processors, all of these things, distills and transportations and whatever. But things that grow from the earth, I mean, at school, why don't they teach us how to grow our own stuff? Why don't they teach the kids how to do agriculture? And it must be a mandate because you have the right to life. Agriculture must be a mandate, man. And everybody should be able to have a basic knowledge of growing their own food. Just like everybody has a basic knowledge of mathematics. Everybody has a basic knowledge of history. But survival, like eating and all of that, surviving, you need to teach us how to make it. Because what are we going to do in these stores suddenly don't have food? When there's food shortages. What are we going to do? We'll go into a store, go to Pick and Pay. There's nothing. It's cleaned out. There's shortages. And there's a lot of people going in there because they know there's shortages. And you get there, you hardly have anything. And then weeks go by. It becomes like ESCOM. No electricity. Now we can't survive without electricity. Imagine we can't survive because we don't have food. Never mind the poor people on the street that have to beg for money so that they can buy this food. And they're living like that. Now, day to day, they can't even live life. All they have to do every day of their life is hustle on the street and for their kids. Hold up. As I was saying, they have to hustle. So everybody's doing whatever they can to survive. I mean, I get it if you're gonna have to, if you wanna pay for a certain lifestyle and you wanna live a certain way, then you can start charging. But not basic needs, yo. Like, some things should just be a given. Like, okay, let me at least have fruits and veggies for free. And if I want to drink milk, I will buy milk. You know what I mean? If I want to buy bread, I can still buy bread because it's still being made and all of that. But even I'd love to also learn how to make bread. Things like your meats and stuff, I understand. You can charge for that, you know. But like things that grow from the ground? Anyway, I don't want to stick on this too long, but my point is that we don't have the opportunities and the accessibilities to be able to stay healthy. Gym memberships are expensive, you know. You don't have time to be exercising because you're working so much. By the time you want to maybe take a jog, you're at the risk of being mugged, you're at the risk of being crashed by a car, and there's just a lot of things, man. Like, I could mention it, and I'm not to say it's an excuse, but it is a lot of people's excuses, and it's a lot of obstacles that keep us from being healthy. So we give up, you know, we give up the fight. I mean, I know for me, I realized this because it was so difficult for me to change my lifestyle, you know, when I found this out, and I just started making a dedication to be like, I am going to make sure that every time I buy groceries, I'm going to buy fruits and veg. And I'm going to buy a blender, and I am going to make smoothies every morning before I go to work as part of my breakfast. And later on, I'm going to go to the gym whenever I can and exercise, get the blood flowing, and make sure I do cardio. So I think that is a nice start, you know, for anybody out there who wants to start living a more healthier life. Because, I mean, we're not going to be completely vegans or completely vegetarians or completely 100% just healthy, you know. And I'm not saying it's impossible, but I don't want to limit anybody to be like, just because you can't do that, it's over. I mean, I know it's not as easy as it seems to just go full on. I'm not full on at all. But there has to at least be a balance. At least a balance. We can't just completely eat badly or completely live badly. We have to at least, if we're not going to completely do good or live good, then at least let's balance it out. Let's yin and yang it, you know, so that we're not completely consumed by all of the bad intake. That we also give our body some good intake so that it has a chance to kind of clean itself, you know. It has a chance to regenerate itself. I mean, I don't know if anyone knows after they exercise how they feel. I know how I feel. I feel freaking great. I feel like, yo, I am on top of the world right now. It's a certain type of high that I can't explain. It's not your drug high. It's an adrenaline high in a way. It's like your mind is open. It's like it's like your chakras are open, man. Your energy level is up. You're positive, you know. And the thing is, you notice this when you walk into the gym stressed out. And I usually go to the punching bag, you know, hit the punching bag, start sweating like crazy, and then, you know, go into your weight liftings and stuff, and then I start hitting the run. I start running for like a good 30 minutes. And man, afterwards, like, it's tiring, but it feels good, you know, beyond just the result of getting a better body. Because obviously this lifestyle is going to also come with its results. I mean, beyond you just feeling better. You're gonna be healthier. Your body's gonna be stronger. It's gonna be more immune, and you're gonna look good too. Your skin is gonna clear up. Your your mkhaba's gonna vie. you know. You're gonna start seeing your muscle, and people will be like, "Oh, you work out," you know what I mean? So there's like benefits to it, and it's hard work. And I mean, anything in life is not handed. It's not easy. So that too, man. When you gym and stuff, don't expect it to be easy, but it does get easier by the more you do it, because your body gets used to it and you get addicted to it as well. You get it if you start getting addicted to the feeling. That's the right feeling to be addicted to. But in the beginning stages, it's really not that easy. So just give it a chance, man. Start reevaluating your lifestyle. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't now go out and drink and stuff. I mean, to each his own, I also go out and drink sometimes. But it's just being cautious and balancing it out. I mean, I know for me, after a rough weekend, I make sure at least Monday or Tuesday that I go hard in the gym, that I detox. I drink a lot of green tea. I drink my fruits and veggies, smoothies. I hit the gym, all of that, the shenanigans. And then I don't drink, obviously. And I do that stuff. So I clean it out, So there must be a balance. Don't just do it and sit and keep doing it and sit, because you're not gonna have a party every day. So at least the days you're not partying, at least take care of yourself, take care of your body. Because man, we're seeing a lot of sick people these days. People are having random diseases. They don't know where they come from, and doctors also can't tell them where they come from. They don't know where they come from, but they tell you what it is and what it could possibly come from. Some of them, they can tell you where it comes from, but they don't know where that thing stems from. And it can be something as simply as how you eat. And like Dr. Sebi said that, man, is like, like how you eat can affect a lot of things. What you consume into your body, because you must understand the people that are feeding you are out for money. They're not out for your health. Nobody really cares about you. Let me put it like that, okay? If you don't care for yourself, no one's gonna care for you. I mean, that's just real. That's life, okay? Your family, your parents can care for you, but they are not people you're feeding from anymore when you grow up. Now you're feeding from the society, and the society doesn't care about you. You get your money and they give you all the stuff. That's dangerous, but it makes money. Tastes good, but it's not healthy. I mean, how many times have we heard about McD's is not healthy, but we still line up there? It's like you're told this thing kills, but you still go for it. And that's just how we are as humans. I mean, I get it. I know personally. We always gravitate towards those stages. I don't know why. It's like we're naturally self-destructive. It's like we want to kill ourselves. But it's also nice, and it tastes good. But, I even stopped things like soft drinks. I used to drink soft drinks a lot with every meal. Now, after a meal, I drink water. I drink green tea. Straight after a meal, I drink green tea. I think that's another tip you can also take. Just drink some green tea after you eat. So buy some green tea. Maybe like I'd advise a Lipton. Lipton is good. A cheaper way to go is what is it? 5 Roses. The 5 Roses. It's a big pack. So that one's cheaper and it's a lot more. The Lipton is like there's I think 30 tea bags for around the same price as the one that's big for the 5 Roses. So yeah, man, just check it out. If y'all have more money, if y'all want to stunt, you can get your Twinnings, and that thing goes for like 89 rand for like how many? Like for like 30 or so. I don't know what it has for it to be so expensive, but yeah, I always find this thing that the more expensive something is, the more quality it is, and I always just want quality. But nah, that thing is too expensive. So I just buy the Lipton. Lipton's okay. It's about like $40. So just get that. and get your fruits and veggies, man, and try exercise, please. I mean, if you can't afford the gym, just run or do it at home, or get those DVDs. There's a one that I have. I still have it. Yeah, it's called Insanity. So it's a guy like on TV that they do cardio exercises and stuff. So you just follow that and you do those exercises on your TV, on your mat. You know, you're safe at home. So just do that. I used to do that a lot. I don't know why I stopped. It was actually so hectic. It's hard to keep up with because it's intense training, but it's actually like very helpful. So if you do that, just also make sure you feed yourself, like buy some shakes. You know, that also helps. You know, buying your protein shakes. Maybe for that, it's more about like your replenishing of your muscles. Um, you don't have to go big and get like your anabolics and stuff. Maybe get something that maybe your pre-workout shakes. You know, and yeah, but go to that. I don't know about all of that stuff, but go to your trainer and tell them what you're looking for. No, not your trainer. The people in the shop that sell it to you. Just ask them, you know, what's best for you, and tell them what you want to achieve and what you want to do. You can say things as simple as, "No, I just want to keep healthy and I just want some energy. I'm trying to do this intense cardio workout and I just need something that's gonna keep me going." And they'll advise you, "Oh, try this." So yeah, man, like it's all about focusing your energy on certain things. Nothing's impossible. Just focus it there, because our focus as young people are in the wrong places, and it's gonna catch up to us when we get older. And I don't want us to be at a stage where we're like in our 40s and we're already dealing with all these diseases. I'm trying to be healthy at 40, man. I'm trying to like, you know, show the 20s kids how it's done. I'm trying to be like, "Yo, how old you are? Oh, you 19? Oh, cool, man. How old are you, sir?" "Oh, I'm 49. "What?" That's what I want. Be like, "No way he's 49. Bro, you look 30. You look 29. Well, what can I say? I guess I'm just that guy. So I want to be able to stand, you know, and just feel good in general, because it also like just helps your mind, your brain. Like you need to function. Your heart, you know, your heart's important. These things are things you're living with. Your body is a part of you, so you need to take care of it. You know, you need to take care of it for your own good, because it's all nice till it's all bad. So you don't want to be sitting there with all these random sicknesses and I have to go back and forth to the hospital at a young age. I understand if you're an old folk, you know. I understand if you're like 80. Dr. Sebi was like 80 something. That guy was healthy as crazy. He hit a knee drop and stood up. I was like, he literally went and he stood up. He was making an example, like he was demonstrating for a lecture he was doing. So I'm like, damn, this guy crazy, man. It's an 80-year-old man, bro. So yeah, like some of these 80-year-olds you see here, like, take care of me. You know what I mean? And he was healthy. How he died, he was killed by the government. So he didn't even die of natural causes. They actually food poisoned him. It's so ironic that he died of food poisoning when he was an advocate for good food, but that's what they did to him, because he was exposing a lot of things, and he had all these patients and stuff that were healed from AIDS and all of these things. Like he had witnesses, he had proof, he had evidence, he had all of the stuff, and that was gonna put the government in jeopardy. You know, he went to court, he won the court case. Check his story out. I assure you, check his story out. You'll see. You'll be so surprised. We still here in South Africa thinking, "Oh, there's no cure for AIDS." Bruh. Sometimes they just don't want you to know certain things. And it helps them out if they failed, you know. But think for yourself, man, like, and your family. You, at the end of the day, need to be healthy. So go out there and do the best that you can. Try finding information, you know. So yeah, I think that's just about it right now. I want to cut it here, but I really wanted to talk about the subject of health, man, because I really find it so exciting, so intriguing, and it's something that we don't usually visit a lot. We look at these people's lifestyles and you can see that nobody really cares what's going into their bodies, and they have no idea where their sicknesses come from. And we don't know that it's something as simple as the what we eat, the health. So I'm gonna leave some links in the description of just different videos and stuff that you can check out. There's also this post-traumatic, post-slave traumatic food something. But they're basically describing like the slavery thing and the trauma that came with it in terms of diets and stuff. But something along those lines. But I'm gonna share the videos. I'm gonna share you the Dr. Sebi videos, and I'm also gonna share that video, that documentary, and anything else. Okay, so just go down below and check that out. And let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. I hope your life changes, man. That's all I want to do, man, is just change your life, okay? Because this thing changed my life, and I'm still on my way to get it, to perfect it, you know? Because it's difficult, especially if you live in this type of environment. It's like there's a lot of things that throw you off. I mean, there was a time I was really strong, and I was doing it. I was in it, you know what I mean? And I was losing weight. I was looking nice. And then sometimes you get pulled back, you know, it's like you get a relapse. So sometimes with relapse, I told myself I wouldn't eat McD's, and then Saturday night I just had it, like after some time though, and I realized I was eating it again, and I realized I was eating KFC again. I was like, shh, and I had to stop myself again, like no, cut back. And those usually happen in the nights because those are the only places that are open, and you're hungry and you've been drinking. So that's like, you know, they all work together. But you have to detox after that and try to get back to you. So yeah, I'm actually gonna go get some more fruits and veggies later today, and start the journey again and hit the gym, you know. I really want to get back into it, man, into the rhythm. It's just all about getting into rhythm. Like all these things, it's like ga, 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 ga. And then you're just driving now. So when we stop at the ga, 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 no, tiring. But we need to like consistently go until it becomes natural, until it becomes a habit, till it becomes a part of our lives. So just do it like that and think of it like that. So don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. It's for your life, okay? Nothing is more important than your life. Your life is important, not only for you, but for everyone around you. We love you, okay? I love you. And I hope you guys love me. So with that said, peace and love.
Stick up, chisa, chisa in my leg. It was side, boogie, siya, pull up.